Hey everyone, it's System, and this is Sky of Diamonds. Hope everyone is well, have an amazing day. I myself, really good day, fantastic day. We're gonna get back to this pack here, just kind of push forward. In between episodes, I did some fooling around with this mod here. We'll kind of go over that in a second. But I guess the main thing I was kind of looking at was that lucky egg machine and how we're gonna automate it. So I went ahead and made this guy here. He is a smart chicken. Look at him, he's so smart. Basically, you make him, it doesn't really show, I guess, there at all. You just use that book on a vanilla chicken, and then, yeah, it'll just turn into one. Then just use the catcher, turn it into the item. But I went ahead and bred some of these guys up, mainly because they can produce eggs really quick. And it's the only thing they produce. They don't produce anything else. So, yeah, they're just all eggs all the time, no feathers, and they're quite spammy, and they get it done. So I bred up a bunch of those guys. Also went ahead and bred up a bunch of just vanilla chickens. I wanted to see, you know, who would produce the best amount of feathers. And these guys, they seem to produce fairly quickly. And they give you feathers at a decent rate. So if you actually look, I guess, at the lucky egg thing, the lucky egg machine, the actual lucky eggs, right? These ones. It takes 24 eggs and then 2 plastic. So egg production is most important, but we also need the feathers. The feathers are a lot slower. So we're basically going to go with 2 of these guys, 8 of these guys, and that'll be kind of our setup, which is kind of the plan there. So yeah, I've already gone ahead and bred up, I think, pretty much everything we need. Also did an iron chicken, but anyway, went ahead and did a little more decorating down here, I guess. I'm probably going to move that too, because I want to be able to do, you know, this little thing here, whatever it's called, down here. I actually messed one up. Let's break that, so I remember to fix it later. Here we go. But I made these arches, and then I went ahead and made some display stands, just so I could put all the trophies that we're getting from our mob farm in there. So that is cool. They're the actually additions ones, the ones you gotta zap with the reconstructor, the quartz anyway, to get that aesthetic quartz. And then you gotta do it to chiseled quartz as well. Over here is just stuff we're gonna need for today. Over here we got some weird bushes. These are berry bushes, right? These are actually from Natura. Are these all actually Natura? Yeah, they are too. But you could use them with cooking for blockheads. So I was doing some stuff with that, right? And I'll show that in a second. They'll just kind of grow up if you bone meal them too. So anyway, the way I got those bushes actually was from over here. You can actually kind of go through here. You can buy seeds with these items here. They're called the markets. So they both just let you buy seeds with emeralds. It was in the quest line, so I went ahead and did it. This guy's pretty neat too, actually. Do that, he blows up. He blows up. He just goes out of nowhere. But you can just put him down again. He actually falls out of the sky. There you go. Look at that. Can you actually do that? Does he not come back? I've done bad things. Do not do that to your local store workers, because that isn't very nice. But basically, you just need him if you need to buy stuff. I had to buy actually a cherry bush for one of the quests there. So I went ahead and did this quest line here. There you go. This is the one for cooking for blockheads. So I went ahead and did a lot of it. I just wanted to learn about it because I've done a lot with this mod, but I've never used every item. Like the toaster, I didn't know that was a thing. This one here, the ice unit, you use it on the fridge. It just operates the fridge, makes it provide snow and ice to recipes. This one was a cool one too. I never knew about it. Heating unit allows you to heat an oven using power. And this one, preservatives, prevents the last item of a slot from being used up in the fridge. So if you have like a bunch of things stored in your fridge to be able to cook foods, you always keep one there so you know what you need and kind of refill up to make whatever you're cooking at the time. So this entire thing though is a multi-block for people that don't know. This is kind of the main block here, the cooking table. And if you have the components to cook something, it'll be kind of listed in here and you can cook something. So if I want to make a seed soup, just that there, I can just click it again and it just automatically makes it. Sometimes it cooks it too, so it'll automatically move what needs to be moved in here. All these things have to be all made separately. These are all the different tools here. So that's like a knife and a mortar and pestle and bakeware and all this other jazz. I just didn't really realize how much there was to this mod. It is pretty impressive. So it was kind of neat to go through it. But I'm not going to cover it all either because I really don't see a point. But if you want to check it out, definitely cool. I was kind of looking at it for this, right? Because we have the spice of life, right? And I just got my, in between videos, I ate my 100 different food. So I actually got 2 more hearts. I was like, how many more hearts do I need to get to my next one? Or sorry, more foods. I'd have to eat 150 more foods to get to my next 2 hearts. Not worth it all. I'm not doing it. I'll stick with the 12 we've already gained, and that is that. Because I was going to grind some out, you know what I mean? Just get us a little more hearts, but No, not if I got to do 150 foods. That's just too time consuming for the reward. So anyway, we'll just pop some food up there. But anyway, this entire thing's about to block. Really neat. And you should check it out if you never checked it out. Anyway, I think that's pretty much everything I did. So what I think we're going to do here is go ahead and get all set up. I'm going to clean out my inventory. And then we're going to work on automating the lucky chicken egg machine. So let's get to that. Okay, let's go grab a couple more things we need here. First thing we're going to do is grab a Redstone Furnace from Thermal. Because we have a really easy way to kind of upgrade this furnace. So we're going to just go ahead and grab that. Bam. We can get this thing up to the top tier. Just using the, what's it called here? Upgrade? Is it in here? What's it called there? It's a Resonant Conversion Kit. There we go. Take that. Pop it down, use this puppy on it. There we go. This thing is already up to resonant level. Resonant level. There we go. Which will make it a lot faster. Not that we need it particularly fast, but it'll keep up the speed that way. We'll also need a bunch more exporters because I don't think I have enough. Is it exporters I need or importers? Let's go in here for a sec. Do that. I think it's importers I actually need. Yeah, I need a few more importers, so let's go ahead and get a few more. Let's go ahead and do that. Sweet, because I will need quite a few for this setup. Let's do that there. We're also going to need some drawers, so we need, do I have any frames in here? I guess I only need like 2 of those ones. I actually have the frame drawers right there, that's fine. And then I'll need 2x1s as well, right? 2x1, or is it 1x2 when you're searching for it? It's 1x2. Let's go ahead and grab that. Need about 10 of those, actually 8 I think, because we're going to do 2 and 8 for it. But anyway, let's do 10. Here we go. Then we got 2 extras. We could just pop into the system in case I need it for anything else, right? So that is good there. Just thinking if there's anything else we actually need. We have that. We have that. We have everything else, I think, down in the chest. And that might be okay to kind of get this going here. So let's see. Let's see if we have everything. Probably not. Let's go that way. I'll have to go grab the chickens, but that's not a big deal. Anyway, let's go grab you. Actually, before I do anything, this is officially that. So let's do that. That looks way better. Cool. We're going to use a refined storage system to kind of, just sort everything, move the items around, all that jazz. Probably a decent way of doing it. And I'm going to do it that way because I don't see why not. This stuff is super cheap to me, so let's do that. It's so weird doing stuff in a pack like this as opposed to, a hard pack. Because in a hard pack, it's like a big deal to do something like this, right? Because it takes a lot of materials, a lot of time spent auto crafting, stuff like that. But in a pack like this, I'm just like, another refined storage system. Which is kind of funny. Let's go grab a point. And let's do that. Need to give this thing some power, unfortunately. Even though it's going to, use all up a little bit of my power. Maybe later, too, we'll set up a system. We need some batteries, like proper batteries. And I need 2 channels for my power. I like to have 1 channel, 1 color for input, another one for output. It makes it so you don't run any power issues later on. Because sometimes when you get too much power pull, things get really wonky. So probably do that after this. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Probably, I have to place you on a block? Well, let me break the block underneath, because that was kind of my plan, man. I want it to be side by side. Okay, we can do that. Okay, cool. So that'll be kind of how that works there. Then we're going to have to have, I guess, a spot here, I guess, for all of these puppies. So let's go grab these here. Probably put the smarts over here. So I'll put a smart here, and then I guess we'll need some roost. That is one thing I forgot. Let's go put a roost. Sweet. And hopefully I have enough for 10. If not, I can make some more. That looks good. Awesome. Oh, and we'll need flat transfer nodes. There's always one more item. Let's go grab some flats. I don't think I have 10, so I'll need that, plus whatever's in my bag here. That looks good. Awesome. And let's set down all the drawers first, I guess. So let's go something like this here. Sweet. And then sweet. So yeah, this will be where they sit. I'm just trying to utilize the space in a different way because it's kind of weird space down here now. So anyway, I can't do that yet either, can I? I need to actually get the flat transfer nodes on. So we'll need them on pull. We're going to make them all pull from that. We're going to have to look at the errors for a bit. I did try to fix those errors too. There's like a time limit. They're supposed to stay on the screen. I tried to lower it. I don't know if it worked. Maybe it is working. They seem to be moving a little faster here. But anyway, let's do that. Awesome. Get all the roost down. Then we'll have to just grab our chickens and get these all filtered here. That looks good. Let's head this way. Awesome. And I said 2 of these guys. Awesome. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's good. Okay, let's head back to this guy. and get these guys in place. So the smarts will go into the front ones. So it'll go something like that. This will go here. And these guys are going to be super easy to get in place. So it's got to come together here. Everything's kind of sorted out. Everything should sort itself. And then I can lock these drawers, I guess. And I won't have to worry about that. But I'll wait till everything produced first. I should probably speed these guys up a lot. Or a little bit, I should say. Just get them produce one of each item. There we go. Once they have one of each item, get it locked and forget about it. I know, I'm wasting so much time. Also, you know what? I'm not going to be that guy. I was going to make sure they all like feathers on top. I'll come back and do that later because that will bother me. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to leave it. So you see this one? The feathers on the bottom? In time, that's going to drive me crazy. So anyway, let's go fix that. Make them all uniform later on. We will have to go, I guess, underneath and access those things. Get some importers on them. Because we're going to pull them into the system. So it'll be right there. Nope, that is totally the wrong spot. Let's go back here. No, that was crossstone, right? Let's fix that. It's one more back. So it'd be this guy. There we go. And then every 2. Sweet. So yeah, the automation for this shouldn't be too bad. But once it's done, right? So that is cool. Was that 5? That looks good. Sweet. And then every 2. This was actually for that storage drive seed. Putting that underneath. I forget what it did. I think it gave you more seeds. Then you put something else under it. It gave you more drops. And I never did it when I replaced it because it really doesn't matter with the bone meal. We need our exporters. Nope, we want importers. I made more exporters. I actually need more importers. I'm a total derp. Let's go to import. Sweet. Let's go grab some of these guys. That looks good. And importers. Just a few more. That should handle that. Sweet. Importers. Awesome. So these ones don't need filtered at all, but we do need to get them all in place. So let's do that. Awesome. Then we'll just need a bunch of cabling. So let's kind of cable this all up. This stuff will just get automatically pulled into the system. Sweet. And then from the system, we can just move it around as we need from there, right? So this kind of keeps things a little more simple, although a little less clean. Although we'll have like a 500,000 item buffer in this thing, so I'm not really too concerned at all. Do that. Which reminds me, I got to put storage drives in this thing. I messed that up. Anyway, let's do that. Sweet. Should probably go get those storage drives. I mean, it's a little bit of bone meal. I think we can afford it, right? I have the bone meal right here. Awesome. Let's head over here. And yeah, just get this going, man. It's going to be cool to have a different way of doing Britannia, I have to say. Because not something I'm used to doing. Usually I have to do Britannia. It's always so manual at the start. There's nothing you can really do about that. But this way is going to give us a way of doing Britannia where it's not manual at all, man. Bam. Look at that. You can actually automate stuff. This is how I feel about these drives, too. That's how much they're valued to me. I think I have to throw those in the void, actually. But anyway, they might actually stay there. I think they don't despawn. Maybe they do, but anyway. So that's good there. So that's the first part of it. So the stuff's coming in there. We already got a good amount of feathers, a good amount of eggs. That's actually looking awesome, the amount of stuff that's coming in there. We will need one of each, I think, for a filter at one point. So let's do that. Then I guess down here, we need to start doing our machines. So it doesn't really matter where these go. I can put like, let's put the shredder here because I'll be able to switch this cable to a exporter and importer as we need. And maybe this redstone furnace probably like right here. That'll work. Then we'll need like one conduit going between them. Let's do that. Actually 2 conduits because we'll need power as well. So that and that. So let's go pop a item conduit here. This one will be just to move the items to get them to smelt. There we go. So that'll be an insert. This one will be an extract always. And that'll be good there. From here, we need to export the feathers into this one. So let's go grab some exporters. There we go. We only have 19 of the things. I don't know if we can afford this. But anyway, let's go here. Let's grab our tool. There we go. Should be using a wrench, but anyway, let's go grab that. Go ahead and grab. Let's stop moving that. Let's move this. There you go. And pop that there. That looks good. Had to get some power there, like I said. So let's do this. Then we're going to have to grab a point. So let's get a point here. Where are my points? Right here. They're actually right on my bar. Pop one there. Give this puppy power. So this thing should be powered now, right? It's getting power. It's doing that jazz. I have some upgrades too, but I don't know if I really care about them. I guess I'll see how fast it goes. If it's too slow, then we'll speed it up. I made them. I just didn't have enough fiber at the time to make more, so I only made one set of them. Anyway, let's do that. So this is looking good. So we need to filter feathers in this one, right? So we want to export feathers. So we go here. We're getting feathers now. And that's going to smelt that down. And then it has nowhere to go because we need to set this machine, right? So let's actually go in here. Shift the middle. It'll kind of reset all the sides there. Guess we just need import on this one, right? Is that right? Just import? What am I doing wrong here? Seems to me I have everything set right already. I have extract there, import there. Why aren't you taking stuff? Can you take things? What am I doing wrong? I'm kind of confused. See that? Oh, I need to deal with this feather meal too. What am I going to do with that actually? Maybe a importer on a filter on that one. That'll work, right? So a importer here, right? Then we'll just do that. And set that on a filter. I think that'll grab that stuff. I guess we'll have to watch to see if it... what did I just toss? What did I just toss? I'm very scared. I want to check the video. Oh no. Did I toss something important there? Oh no. I have no idea. So this isn't fast at all. Okay, I'm going to check the video in a second though, because I want to know what I threw in the void. I thought it was this. This is the one thing I care about losing, because it's got 32 hours in it. Anyway, let's do that. And everyone's going to yell at me, use your magnet. I don't want to. Anyway, let's do that. So this is a speed upgrade tier 3 and RF efficiency. And that's making it a lot faster there. So that's good. It isn't importing that though. Do these work as a blacklist or a whitelist? I can't remember. Let's toss that. There you go. Let's grab some of these fibers, I guess, for a second and change this. I can't remember how this works. This machine might be sighted. I don't know. Let's go to importer here maybe. Go ahead and grab a cable. It's kind of stuff you just kind of run into and you try to figure out. So it's doing that, but I want it to just pull fiber, right? So let's do fiber. Oh, sorry, I don't want to do fiber. I want to do that other junk. What is it called? It was a meal or something. I should probably void that stuff off, but maybe I'll do that after. Feather meal, sweet. Then that. So you just pull that in from here, right? No, it's still pulling this stuff. I'm kind of confused. Or does that work as a blacklist on these? Ah, that works as a blacklist on these? Okay, on the importers it works as a blacklist. Okay, so if I do that, they stay in there. Okay, that works. Okay, we're going to have to do this a little different. So I'm actually going to break that there. This machine's totally sighted, so I'm going to have to pull in all the items, which is really odd. Odd to me in a completely strange way. But I need to pull in all the items in the system, then I'll have to export directly to this thing, because that's going to be the way it works. Because, yeah, I have to pull out the bottom, and I only have one side. I haven't tried the top, actually, but I doubt if I can pull out the top when it's only letting me pull out the bottom. We want a exporter here, I guess, and then we'll need a fiber, right? No, this would be a feather. Go ahead and grab a feather here, pop that. No, it's a fiber system. Go ahead and grab a fiber. Here we go. And there we go. They're going in there, which is awesome. And I guess we just need one more importer here. And then we can call this a day, right? So that. Then go to the front of the machine. Actually, these ones don't like it when you do the front, do they? So let's go do that there. Awesome. All these machines with their little rules. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that. Put that there. And I guess just set that to the actual plastic, right? So we just grab the plastic, put it right there. And that's pulling it out, right? No, I have to set the bottom to output. Output? Wait. Nothing? Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, the importers. That works. I'm doing it completely wrong. I don't know why I'm setting the filter so wrong on these things. It's been so long since I've actually used refined storage. But anyway, nothing in there. It'll just pull in anything, right? That's right. And otherwise, it would be a blacklist. So that works there. That is awesome. It's pulling exactly what we want. And yeah, that's doing its thing. These other sides don't matter anymore, so let's actually just turn them off so it's never ever checking them. And that should work. I mean, it's not super fast, I guess, but it's fast enough. It's more than fast enough. It's doing its thing. And I don't think this machine will be able to run fast enough anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So go ahead and drop that off, that off, that off. Everything's moving around, and it's doing its jazz. This stuff I'll probably void off at some point, but yeah, not too bad. This one means I'm going to have to pull out the bottom of this one too, actually. So let's set up the mechanical user, I guess, right away. Let's, no, not right there. There we go. This is going to be for auto opening the eggs. So I guess it doesn't matter which way this thing kind of faces at all. Go ahead and grab an item conduit. And I guess we can run the items out of the bottom. So we'll go to extract and to insert right there. That works. This needs to be on that setting right there. So that's fine. And then I guess the last thing we'll need to do is pump items into it. And it's probably going to want that from the side, right? So we'll go to a exporter right here. Right there. Awesome. Then some cabling. That looks good. And we just need to set what's going to get exported, right? So we will need to go grab the items. Always one more thing, man. Go grab you. Actually, we're doing the wrong thing. So plastic and eggs. Oh, wow. We already got 1.6k eggs. I don't know how we got so many so quick, but those scholar chickens are insane. Actually, I may only need one of them. Let's do that and that, right? And then check this out. It's getting eggs, it's getting plastic. I may have to add some speed upgrades, but that's fine. And I think this is ready to go as soon as it gets some power, right? The only problem is power. How's this thing sidedness on power? Because I think I powered it from the side before. That's a plug. I need a point. Let's go grab you. Take you. Can I do it? I won't be able to do it from the cable, actually. Can I do it like back here? Because this will work. You take power from here? You will. Awesome. So yeah, this is working out. This is working out. Let's go up here. I want to see if I have any upgrades in here. Any speeds? I have 1 speed. I probably need some more here. Okay, I was just a little short on sugar, so I was kind of coming over here, throwing in some sugar cane, trying to get this thing to go a little faster. That was actually not the block you need to speed up. Oh, wrong one. There you go. And now we got some sugar here, which is awesome. Or I guess some sugar cane, which will make it so we get sugar really easy. So that'll help a ton. Let's do that. Go ahead, grab that. There we go. Because I need some speed upgrades for sure. So we'll kind of get this sorted. But anyway, let's go to, where is the upgrade? Right here. Awesome. I don't have the sugar. I need some quartz enriched too. So let's go ahead and do that right there. That looks good. And the sugar can go in the system. Then finally we can go to at refined. Sweet. And see if we can actually get us at least 1 more speed upgrade. Awesome. And maybe 1 more. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So that should be good there. 3 of those should be more than enough actually. So let's head here. See if this works out. Because it was slow right here, right? So let's speed that there. And that's still not going very fast. As long as it can fill up. I guess I could add a stack upgrade too, but as long as this fills up before that bar fills up, then we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're completely fine right now. So that'll work. I may come back, throw a stack upgrade in here. I may try the speed upgrades in this thing too, but yeah, maybe not. So that's looking good, man. That's actually doing its thing. In here, this thing's already getting kind of all filled up here. We need to pull these items into the system, I suppose. And I can't think of a tidy way to do that. Actually, I could do that super tidy right here, couldn't I? I could switch this cable here. Right here. Awesome. Into a importer, hopefully. Let's go grab an importer. Use so many importers in this setup, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. Let's do that. I guess I needed that cable there. That's not the one that was turning it into it. But anyway, let's do that. Awesome. And get this puppy out of here, because there's no need for it. Cool. And let's just see if everything's getting pulled into the system here. Yeah, it's getting pulled. Right? Oh, it's nowhere near fast enough. Is that stuff actually moving? Yes, but very slowly. Why is this going quite so slow? This seems ridiculously slow on the extract. Huh. What is going on there? That seems so slow. Oh, because I messed up that cable. It's not pulling anything anymore. Let's do that. There we go. Because it shouldn't be going that slow at all. There we go. I just need to blacklist those eggs. Let's go ahead and grab one of them. Sweet. Let's go to... Actually, does this blacklist or whitelist? I can't decide. I can't figure it out. Is it this way? I'll know for sure right now. Is that blacklist or whitelist? Let's get this done. There we go. That got used. Yeah, I need to do a couple. Yeah, okay. So that works as a blacklist. So all the items are coming in here. And yeah, in time we should start getting runes. So, I mean, we can kind of just move on, go do something else, come back to this, and later on, I should have the Botania stuff we need. We already got 1 mana diamond, but no runes yet. But this is definitely a working system, so that is cool. That is actually awesome, and yeah, I'll just let this go for now. May have to watch this inventory, though. It may fill up. I didn't realize how fast these eggs were. Like this guy, these are so fast. Wow. Maybe I'll just toss him in there for now. Because, yeah, I'm just producing too many eggs. I knew they were fast, but I didn't know they were that fast. Let's speed up the plastic, if anything, right? So let's do that right there. Let's pull you out. I need this to produce a feather one time, too. I guess. Then I can kind of sort that out. Actually, there's no lock on this, so it shouldn't matter what I produce, actually. I'll just leave it like that for right now. Come back and sort it out later. But yeah, definitely doing his thing. It's getting backed up, actually, which means I could definitely speed this up, too. So anyway, this will work. This is awesome. In time, hopefully we get all those materials, and everything's doing what it needs to. We are going to get a lot of junk in here, but, I mean, it is what it is. I really just need the runes, and I don't know how rare they are, like percentage drop, but they'll come. And we'll get them in time. Okay, I went ahead and created another, well, we're about to create another flux network here. So we're going to just get this done. I just want to sort out our power and get this going. You turn it off encrypted. You don't have to enter a password. Something I did on the first setup. But we're just going to name this one in. Great. We're going to name it blue. I'm going to set this one to the blue channel. And I have another tank here. I just go in, sweet. Set this one to, I want disable limit on both of these, I guess. Let's do that. Awesome. And the charging, probably turn it on to be the same. Doesn't really matter. Actually, I want that on the out channel, so we'll just leave that. We don't want to drain power from this side. It's going to be just for bringing power into the system. And we're going to have to go and change a bunch of our, which ones? It would be the plugs, the ones that are actually bringing power in, because they're all going to come in through this system and all out for this system, but they're going to get piped with this. This is a vibrant capacitor bank. There was a quest for this too. I've actually just went and did it because it was just crafting of the capacitors. We got the octadics for free. So this tier is actually easiest to create because they're just coming in the Kappa bags. But I had to go and craft the middle tier as well. And yeah, we're going to set this up to be like the buffer. It's the go-between for the whole system. The reason I do this is because it gets real wonky later in the pack usually. When you have things doing a large amount of pull out of your system, it just gets really wonky. And sometimes it gets confused on the priorities of what it's pulling in and pulling out. So unless you set a priority for every point and plug, things just get derpy. And you just sometimes don't understand why certain systems can't get power and other ones are getting power. Like, it's really, really weird. Easy way around it is to do this, right? So on this one, on the points, we want it to bring the power right. This one's going to be in. And this one here is going to be out, right? Power out. So that's going to pull power out of this, right? That's the way we want it. This one's going to pull it in. And that should start coming in. Well, it's a loop right now. That's fine. That just means we only have so much in the system. But that's good. And this one is working fine. That looks good. So I do have it on a power loop right now, in theory, right? But we're going to bring all the power in through blue, right? So we need to go to all of our systems here and just switch them all over to the blue system. So if I come down here, go to there, go to in, that power is now going to the in. Same as up here, I suppose. Let's go in, sweet, that as well, in, awesome. And now we should actually see some power moving around there. Let's go see. I think that's our only 2 power systems, right? So the power now, yeah, we actually got 4,600 coming into the system. We're producing more than we need, so this will actually fill up the buffer. And once that gets filled up, this will get filled up as well. But we should be able to see the power moving around here somewhere as well. Yeah, flux point. It's coming in there, there, and there. So we can kind of see where it's all going. And the output, where's all our power actually going, actually? I'm kind of curious. We shouldn't be using that much. I guess that's just filling the buffer, right? That's what that transfers for. We shouldn't be actually using that much power right now. I think that is just filling the buffer of that capacitor over there. I think each one of those holds 25 million, right? I think. Yeah, we got 75 million RF that this can store. So once that fills up, that'll kind of buffer out. But that'll kind of make it a nice, smooth system, and won't be as much of a problem now later in the pack. So once we have a big power draw, it always derps on me. Every time I use Flux Networks, if I use one channel, it always ends up poorly. So I just want to sort that out there. Down here, slightly upgraded it. So I went ahead and threw a stack upgrade. So that's good. And it's looking good now, right? It's seeing the plastic is actually the one in the lead now, which is cool. And then when it hits 24 eggs, it's going to do one. That's awesome. I had one set of runes in here. I see them right there. I don't think we have any more yet. But we had 2 runes, so 2 runes of pride. These things are actually a pain to make too. These runes of pride. You go to here, pull that out, check that out. Go to, I guess, recipe on them. And it's right there. Yeah, I got to make all this stuff. You got to make the runes of fire first. Then the rune of summer. So you got to do that and that. Then you got to make these mana gems, or mana diamonds, I should say. Then you got to produce all the mana. We don't have to do that now. So that's actually really awesome that it's working. And all I did was take the upgrades that was in the shredder down there and move them into here. It opens them a little faster, got it all caught up. And now I don't have that giant buffer of eggs that we had in there. So the only thing really filling up our system is this feather meal. And yeah, every once in a while, I guess I could do a drop off of eggs because there's no way I'm ever going to perfectly balance this, right? But I mean, this is actually pretty decent. I mean, we have 512K storage. It's going to take a long time for the system to fill it up and over buffer it. I was only a little worried with the eggs at first because the eggs, I mean, we were already at over 1,000 and it would have totally swamped this probably just like 10 hours or so. It would have been totally full if it was already at 1,000 just in 10 minutes of a video. So anyway, pretty cool. It's working now. It's pretty awesome. I switched the drawer there. I do need to flip these, but that's all aesthetic and yeah, not all that important. Everything else is working perfectly. And I could speed this up if I wanted to. I just don't see the point. We can go work on other stuff, and those runes should build up over time. So that is cool. Really like it. It's awesome. Anyway, that is that. And yeah, I think maybe I might just actually go ahead and wrap this one up here. I just need to probably go through this, make sure I set everything correctly, because they did change things on me. But it looks like I have everything pretty much set the way it's supposed to. And this thing, like I said, once it buffers, the power will level out. And yeah, it just work. Probably go ahead and upgrade these as well at some point if we actually have something that has a big power pull. Because, yeah, the transfer rates are going to be kind of slow in between this and those. But if I upgrade them, they'll have such a buffer, it won't matter. But anyway, that is that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. Maybe, if I can kind of do that. There we go. As always, if you guys like this episode, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys next video. Later.